Hello friends, this is Dr. Shashi Agarwal. I welcome you all. Today our subject is development economics and we are going to cover a very significant topic, that is the price mechanism and economic planning. Here we are going to understand the price mechanism, which is based on demand and supply, is possible under economic planning or not, because some economists say it is possible under economic planning, some say it is not operative. So here we are going to understand the price mechanism and the possibility of price mechanism under economic planning. Its written note, they will be available at my blog. Even its Hindi lecture is also available at my second channel, that is the Shashi Agarwal Economics and Law Classes. First of all, we will understand what is the meaning of price mechanism. Price mechanism means where the price of goods and services, they are determined on the basis of demand and supply without any external interference. Here the price is determined on the basis of demand and supply without any interference by the government. At any given time, sellers, they are willing to sell different commodities of the commodity and different price. Here the seller wants to sell at the high prices. Buyer are ready to buy different quantities of different prices and they want to buy more at the low prices. So prices, they are determined where demand or supply, they intersect each other, where they are equal to each other. Price will be determined in the market at which the demand for the commodity will be equal to supply. Price mechanism refer to the system where the forces of demand and supply determine the price of the commodity and services, and if there is a change in demand and supply, so the price will also be changed. It is the buyer and seller who actually determine the price of a commodity. Price mechanism is the outcome of the free play of the market forces of demand and supply, where the price is determined on the basis of demand and supply and there is no external interference. Sometimes the government may control the price mechanism to make the commodities affordable for the poor people. Prices of goods express their exchange value. Prices are also used for expressing their values of various services which are given by the different factors of production, like the land, rent, labor, wages, capital, interest, and the entrepreneur is the profit, which is also determined on the basis of demand and supply. Free market is that market in which the forces of demand and supply, they are free to take their own course without any interference. A free market is one in which the forces of demand and supply are free to take their own course. There is no intervention from any government. But sometimes the government may intervene and determine the price either fully or partially. Like in India, it fixes the prices of wheat, rice, sugar cane in order to protect the interest of both producers and customers. Price mechanism is possible under economic planning. Many economists like Guzen, Cannon and Misers, they say price mechanism is not possible under economic planning. Many economists like Oscar Lang, equilibrium prices are a matter of fact of accounting prices. So we could say it is possible under economic planning. Now we are going to see how the prices, they are determined. In an open and competitive market, it is the interaction between the demand and supply which determine the equilibrium price. Equilibrium means refer to a state of market in which the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. So equilibrium price is determined where the demand is equal to supply. In this table, we see as the price goes on increasing, the demand goes on reducing. So there is an inverse relation between the price and demand, and as the price goes on increasing, the supply goes on increasing, because at the higher price the supplier is ready to sell more units. he will be bringing more units to the market. So price will be determined where the demand and supply, they are equal to each other. At 3 demand is 30 and supply is 30. So 3 is the equilibrium price, which is determined where demand and supply, they are just equal to each other. Analysis of the table indicate as the price goes on increasing, the quantity goes on decreasing, indicating the price and quantity demanded are inversely related with each other. As the price goes on increasing, the supply also goes on increasing, which indicate there is a positive relation between the price and the supply. So 3 is the rupees 3 is the equilibrium price, which is determined when the demand and supply, they are equal to each other. And we could show this graphically. So here we take the quantity, here we take the price. So this is the demand curve and this is the supply, and here this is the equilibrium price. Suppose price rise to this level. Here we have demand this much and supply is more than demand. So price will automatically reduce to this level. Similar manner, if the price falls, here the demand is more and supply is less, so price will automatically move to this position. So the main objective is the price mechanism is to maximize the production and the production capacity so that parity between the demand and supply could be established. Price mechanism brings and control the economic activities. So here we could establish the different kinds of equilibrium depending on the demand and supply situations. Price mechanism is just like a efficient calculus. Here on the basis of demand and supply, we could determine the optimum allocation of the resources, and the price mechanism is based on certain assumptions. Perfect competition should be present in the factor market and it should also be present in the product market, and the producer and the consumer, they are free to take decision and the government does not interfere in the determination of the price. So what is the economic planning? Economic planning is the process under which a central authority like Planning Commission define a set of targets related to growth and development of the country that has to be achieved within a specified time frame. The economic planning was initiated by Soviet Union. The model of economic planning will state as the owner of the means of production, so there is no possibility of the private ownership, and here the free play of the market forces were discarded because the pricing is fixed by the central authority in accordance with the objective of maximization of the social welfare and the maximization of the profits. Professor H.H. Gosson, Keynes, Hack and Mises, according to them, the price mechanism is not possible under economic planning. What are the reasons they have given? Because the price mechanism is based on certain assumptions, and those assumptions, they are not possible under economic planning. Because when we say price mechanism is based on certain assumption, there is no interference by the government, and there is a demand and the price is determined on the basis of demand and supply, but these conditions, they are missing because the element of the price mechanism, cost, price and profit, they are not taken into account. So we could say price mechanism is not possible under economic planning. So there is an absence of economic calculus because the Central Planning Authority, while taking the decision of price, it does not take into account the do the economic calculation. Here the arbitrary calculations, they are made because the objective is to maximize the social welfare. So economic calculations are not done and the ownership lies in the hands of the government. So there is a absence of private ownership and there is absence of free competition because everything is regulated by the government. So under planned economy, demand and supply, they are regulated by the government, they are not independent. So we could say price mechanism is not possible under economic planning. But there are certain economists who says price mechanism is operative under economic planning, like Lerner, Taylor and Lang. It is possibility of proper allocation of the resources, possibility of rational allocation of the resources, because here the resources, they are allocated on the basis of accounting prices, which are also determined on the basis of demand and supply. So it is possible under economic planning. Here they say the accounting prices, they are determined on the basis of trial and error method, may be used for the purpose of determination and the allocation of resources. Trial and error method refer to that method with the help of the value of each factor could be determined by the planning authority. Like we have to judge the demand and the supply. If the demand is more than the supply, the high price will be fixed, and in this manner definitely the supply will increase and the price will be fixed, where demand or supply will be equalized, equilibrium price will be determined. If the demand is less and the supply is more, then the low price will be fixed. In this hit and trial method, they will be establishing the equilibrium price, which will be based on demand and supply, and they will find the accounting price by making a fresh evaluation of the factor concerned. If there is a disequilibrium, then in this hit and trial method they will determine the price. According to Oscar Lang's viewpoint, real free market economy is not possible, because we have assumed there should be perfect competition in the factor market, and there should be perfect competition in the product market, which is not possible. In the the market which exists in reality, that is the oligopoly or monopolistic competition. According to Lang, the reality is that because of the superiority of the planned economy, there is a far less need of the trials to find out the correct equilibrium price under free market economy. He said there should be three conditions. Each producer and consumer, they adjust their sale and purchase in such a manner the producer could not increase his income and the consumer could not increase his satisfaction. This is the subjective condition of equilibrium. And the price here is also determined on the basis of demand and supply. This is the absolute condition of equilibrium. Income of the consumer should be equal to the income and profit which are obtained from the sale of their productive services. Oscar Lang's viewpoint is all the three conditions, they should be fulfilled, which is known as the parametric function of the price. Each person try to adjust himself with the market price by trial and error method, and this process continue to that level where the equilibrium price is determined, where the absolute condition of demand and supply, they are equal, is fulfilled. Oscar Lang's viewpoint is that planning authority should frame two rules. At the given volume of production, cost of production should be minimum. Scale of production should be selected as to make the marginal cost which is equal to the price, and the prevailing price prevailing prices are treated as a correct prices, because if the prices, they are determined on the basis where demand or supply is equal, but if these are not equilibrium prices, then there will be disequilibrium, and that could be adjustment has to be done, and the equilibrium price could be determined by hit and trial method. So Dickinson, Taylor and Pigou suggested some form of economic planning by inducement or democratic planning. Democratic planning means formulation and execution, they follow the democratic structure. Formulation level, planning commission prepare a draft which is approved by the National Democratic Council. At the execution level, all the programs, they are subject to approval by the village panchayat, panchayat samiti and district council at the grassroots level. So planning by inducement is when the planning is done by the government. So while implementing, the people's cooperation is cooperation is sought for the implementation of the planning. Competitive pricing, a form of the price mechanism in economic planning. In case of economic planning, planning authority could use the pricing system which is based on marginal principle. This is called the competitive pricing system. It is a just imitation of the market price mechanism. Planning authority takes into consideration various things which are relating to consumption. Basically price system expresses individual preferences of the people, like basically if there is a shortage of the commodity and demand is more, then he will he will raise the price so that demand and supply should be equal. Planning authority will take into consideration people's willingness, power to work, selection of occupation, layer and wants relating to consumption. Here the prices, they are fixed by the planning authority, basically on the individual preferences. And there is a difference between the under economic planning, competitive prices, they are determined by the planning authority while seeking individual preferences. Under free market economy, they are fixed by the demand and supply. Authoritative pricing system refer to that system where the authority fixes the price on the basis of public scale of preference instead of giving importance to individual preferences. More weightage is given to the whole society. While determining the prices, the whole importance is to given to the economic factors, social factors, political factors. In underdeveloped countries, shadow prices, they are fixed by the economic planning. Shadow prices are those prices which show the true worth of the products and factors. So planned price mechanism is better than the free market economy. Generally free market economy is considered better because of the general equilibrium between the demand and supply, rational allocation, but due to cutthroat competition, monopoly tendency, inequalities of wealth, the free market price mechanism is losing its sheen. So we could say planned price mechanism is much better because there is a comparative stability in prices. Under the under the price mechanism, free competitive economy, the prices fluctuates a lot, but under planned price mechanism, they are more stable because they are fixed by the government. And secondly, they are more flexible in planned price mechanism because the government could take the action according to the situation, and there is a proper utilization of the limited resources. Government government gives priority to use the resources according to the requirement of the society. They should not be wasted, and it also encourage the utilization of the new techniques of production. And when the goods, they are in shortage, the government could adopt a better distribution system, and the government could also make a policy so there should not be unnecessary consumption, there should not be wastage of the resources. And it is very significant during war when the commodities, they are in short supply. And it also stimulates economic development of the underdeveloped economies. So we could say price mechanism of free market economy is incapable of solving the problems of underdeveloped economy, which are complex. And we could also say price mechanism is possible under economic planning.